Hello trainers, we are back this week and we are taking a look at Caterpie. I found this little guy in a small park in the London area. So as you can see, he's sitting on a bench. This is a male Caterpie, but there is no difference between male and female. We will cover that later on in this video. But for now, do mind the city sounds. I am outside in a London square / garden, and before I begin, if you like this kinds of videos, drop a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified as new videos come out every week. I am planning on doing these for every single Pokemon, so it's gonna take a while. But for now, let's go ahead and begin. So we are taking a look. I am gonna go a bit far back so that you can see just how little Caterpie is. And there you have Caterpie's little scream. So just to go in a bit closer on this Pokemon, you have this bug Pokemon, and he's quite small. Most of his skin is a light green with the cream color on the underside. You have its four feet, 4 small legs. We will talk a bit about the functionality of these legs and what they do and what it allows Caterpie to do. Then you go all the way down to the tail, and you have this small cream colored tail that comes out on the back. Let's just take a quick look here, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections for Caterpie, and small circles are on each section. I guess that could be seen as just eyes, or maybe something that might scare other Pokemon or be used as a protection. But these circles are cream covered, and he has them on both sides, just the same patterns. Let's go back up to the front, and we have, let's not get too close, Caterpie might not like that. Let's get a quick growl from this Pokemon. And if we're looking at Caterpie from above, you can see what a predator would look at. So it looks a little bit scary, like most bugs would have some protection mechanisms so that when they are seen as prey, they don't fall prey. But let's take a look at the biggest circle that has an eye within on its head. So you have the dark eyes, the black eye, and then this small kind of snout, his mouth that comes out, and that's where, you know, the string shot and everything would come out, and where it feeds. We'll take a look at what some of that looks like. And then you have the antennae at the top of its head. This it's red, but it's light red antennae, and basically those are most of the features for this very small Caterpie. Let's get another growl, and you do have where the body separates, so there's black underneath on the underside. But other than that, I think I covered everything that I needed to for this Caterpie. We will be taking a look at this normal form of Caterpie and the shiny form of Caterpie. Currently in Pokemon Go, we don't have shadow forms of Caterpie, so we will not be covering those in this video. So for now, let's go ahead and go into the shiny form of this Pokemon. Alright trainers, so we are back, and I'm going to go a bit further back so that we can get a good look at where we found this Caterpie, and just to see this small female Caterpie hanging out in a natural habitat. It does enjoy lots and lots and lots and lots of leaves and a few trees that it can climb. So here we are with the shiny Caterpie. Let's go a bit closer to get a better look. So
we have this female Caterpie, and as you can see with this shiny form of Caterpie, its whole body is covered in this, I guess I see it as a golden, but it is a very light golden color, and it's kind of like a off yellow, but the underside continues to be the same cream color that you had with the normal form, all the way down to the small tail that comes out at the back. Let's get a closer look at that. So you have the small tail for this Caterpie, and this is a nice little angle. Let's get a quick growl. So you continue to have the same pattern circles with the light cream color in every section of its body, and its 4 small legs as well. And what also changed and is quite dark red is the antenna on its head. So the eyes and everything remain the same. Let's get another side and get a quick growl. But yeah, everything about this Caterpie I just love. Look at just how beautiful it is. And if you're lucky enough to encounter a shiny Caterpie, you'll have some great surprises, because the Caterpie family with Metapod and Butterfree, they have really great looking shinies. So while we're not looking at shadow forms this time around, since they have not been corrupted by Team Go Rocket, we are spending a little time with these great looking shiny Pokemon. So let me just get a view from behind and get a quick growl. And I think I'll just get one other angle, just to have a towering Caterpie. And yeah, I think, trainers, I'll leave it at this. I'll leave this shiny Caterpie alone so that it can go back to eating hundreds and hundreds of leaves and continue to grow and evolve. So hang around for the next part, in which we go into further background on Caterpie. All right.
The official Pokédex entry for Caterpie reads as follows. Caterpie. Its short feet are tipped with suction pads designed to stick to any surface, enabling it to tirelessly climb slopes, walls, and trees to forage. It crawls into foliage where it camouflages itself among leaves that are the same color as its body. Perhaps because it would like to grow quickly, Caterpie has a voracious appetite. It can devour leaves bigger than its body right before your eyes, as much as 100 leaves a day. It has large eye-like patterns on its head to frighten off enemies. For protection, when attacked by bird Pokemon, it releases a terrifically strong stench from the red antennae on its head to drive away enemies. Its body is soft and weak. In nature, its perpetual fate is to be seen by others as food, and it often becomes prey. It is covered with a green skin. When it grows, it sheds the skin, covers itself with silk, and becomes a cocoon. It's easy to catch, and it grows quickly by melting repeatedly, making it one of the top recommendations for novice Pokemon trainers. Trainers, we will now review Caterpie in more detail and delve deeper into its background. Caterpie shows no visible difference between male and female. Originally from the Kanto region, this Pokemon thrives in wet, rainy environments and lives in the forests and jungles of the Kanto region. They can be found in trees or in the ground. In Pokémon Go, Caterpie does not nest but does appear more frequently around rainy weather, so make sure to pay attention, trainers. As the Pokédex entry suggests, Caterpie can eat their weight in leaves every day. It has a voracious appetite and can devour 100 leaves in one sitting. Caterpie also loves oran berries and has been known to like eating the vermilion forest flower. Its love for oran berries even drove one Caterpie to eat them in a lab without thinking they were experiments, causing this Caterpie to grow giant and cause a bit of havoc around the city. Its huge appetite is biological and mainly helps Caterpie reach evolution. If you want your Caterpie to continue growing and evolve, make sure to cut down on too many naps and that they get fed well, trainers. Just be careful not to encroach on other Pokemon's territory while doing this, as that can be an issue. While Caterpie is very prone to be seen as food by other Pokemon, they have some physical protections, like the patterns on their body and their string shot attacks, which are quite strong, and even the odor produced by their red antennae. Caterpie should be a surprise in battle, as some of their strong attacks can overtake some powerful opponents who could underestimate little Caterpie. Trainers should be the same and train up their Caterpies, leaving behind any feelings of underestimation for this Pokemon. Caterpie is a very emotional and sensitive Pokemon. Do try to be careful around them if you have an aversion to bug Pokemon, as they can get their feelings hurt if you show fright or distaste for them. They cannot change who they are as bug Pokemon, but they are very loving and appreciative of trainers they get along with. Since Caterpie is so easy to care for, many beginning trainers come across them at the start of their journey, and they both grow together to become better. Caterpie is very protective as well as a dreamer, so even with larger, seemingly more powerful opponents, it will always do its best to protect you. Caterpie gets along with other Pokemon and loves hanging out under the bright moonlight, telling stories and enjoying the view. The name Caterpie is a corruption of caterpillar. It is the first Pokemon that has the same name for English, Japanese, Spanish, and Italian. My initial thoughts on Caterpie were that it was too cute and its disposition completely won me over. To be honest, I'm not a bug person, and an equivalent bug in person would most likely make me turn and run the other way. With Caterpie, I was completely taken by its brave nature, but also its emotional side. Seeing the effect Trainer Misty had on this Pokemon by shunning it made me feel bad, and probably not as bad as Caterpie themselves feel when shunned. It was a great lesson in acceptance for others that are not like us but cannot help who they are. Caterpie cannot change the fact they are a bug, so we should accept them as they are. I love the tenacity of Caterpie and the fighting spirit. To me, they are the underdog of the Pokemon community, and I love rooting for an underdog. It's great that Caterpie, in the case where Misty shared her dislike, had a Pikachu to get some comfort. Caterpie is gentle and mean well, so I can't not love that about them. The shiny form of this Pokemon is beautiful, and I absolutely love it. As I have said in the past, golden, shiny Pokemon are some of my favorite. Caterpie has always been a Pokemon worth training up to me because they can be very helpful as an ally when they continue to grow all the way to Butterfree. I hold a lot of love for Caterpie, and finding out more of its nature and power that I did not know was great. Its ability to grow stronger and take on opponents with its powerful string shot, its voracious appetite with a goal in mind, and its lovable nature make this a great partner for any Pokemon trainer starting their journey. Okay, trainers, if I missed anything, or if you have any thoughts on Caterpie, please add them in the comment section below. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when a new video is up. I plan to release one every week, with the goal of completing every Pokemon in every generation currently released. Please follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. The handle is @LondonInstinct for updates, posts, and stories. I have been featuring art submissions from trainers around the world, so feel free to submit yours. See you next week, trainers. Bye.